What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Lyrical Lemonade TV. Today, we are drafting the greatest Drake songs of all time. If you are unfamiliar with what a snake draft is, you can pause your screen here and check it out. I'm Elliot. We have Sara, Toni, and Preme with us. All right, a couple house rules before we start. We are drafting the greatest Drake songs. This is not features. Drake has a ton of good songs. If we did features, it'd be too long, too tough to deal with. All right, Preme, go ahead. First pick.
All right. Whew. So for my first pick of the greatest Drake songs ever, this was a hard pick, but you know he has so many songs. But for my number one, I'm gonna go Headlines.
Wow.
I think Headlines is such a great song. I grew up in the Take Care era of Drake, and that's like one of my favorite albums, if not my favorite album from Drake. So I feel like that was just kind of one of the biggest hits around that time. I really, really love the video. Just him and his guys, having fun. And I like the end part too. I think he's in like the Toronto Blues arena, and it's like the chords of the song, and it's just like fading out and everything. I just really, really love how the song sonically sounds, and it's just a very, very memorable song. It takes me back to a time where I was just young watching videos and discovering music. So yeah, Headlines is my number one for sure.
That's first off, incredible pick. I had that at number 3 on my list
too. I was literally gonna pick that right now.
Such a quotable song, especially the age that we were at when it came out, like
Definitely.
playing sports and shit. Like Headlines was a hit.
Yep, that was the one.
Dang, I knew it was gonna go in the first round. I didn't think you'd pick it one.
I didn't think so either.
Yeah, no. But all right, I got to move some things around for my first pick, second overall. I'm going to go with a song from Nothing Was the Same. Similar era, the album that came out right after Take Care. I'm going to go with Pound Cake with Jay-Z.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. So I was between that and another one. I won't mention it because it's probably going to be one of the next picks. But, I mean, that song, the way that they barred up, and it was kind of at that time when Wayne was transitioning kind of his audience and his throne, let's call it, to Drake, but then Jay-Z and Kanye were doing their own thing, and they got together on this song. Obviously, they body it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Pound Cake.
I'll be honest, I was not expecting that.
No, I wasn't either.
This is a hot start already.
Yeah, but I will say, great song. That was somewhat of like a passing of the torch moment. Like
Yeah.
Jay-Z was
Definitely.
kind of coming off of his run, and Drake was beginning his. I was not expecting that. I didn't have that one in my top 10.
I don't have it. Yeah.
I had it on the list somewhere, but it wasn't.
I had another pick from this album that is definitely a much, much, much bigger song.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what you're doing. Pound Cake means more to you. Like,
Yeah.
it's more of a
Exactly.
personal
And like
favorite.
you said, it's like kind of that passing of the torch moment, and like since then, Jay-Z and Drake don't really have much of a relationship, and they've always kind of been on some like trying to big up one another, and then
Yeah.
Jay-Z was trying to low bro him, and Drake was like, I'm not really going for this
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
So, and it's one of the rare songs. I think they have 3 total songs together all time. So, yeah.
Good pick. Sara, you're up with the third overall selection.
For my first pick, I'm picking Jungle off of If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Tough.
Because for me, I think that song is perfect. I think that's a timeless song for me. It's not like rap heavy, but it's like, I feel like that era of Drake, like he really started singing more and like from the heart and more like Loverboy Drake. And I just love that song. I think it's perfect. I think the production on it's perfect. And like it means a lot to me because I would just like, that's like a perfect driving song. Like driving at night with the windows down. Like it's
Most
just
definitely.
perfect.
Again, didn't have that in my top 10. This has not started how I thought it was about to start.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I fucked up on mine a little bit.
I think you guys both fucked up.
Yeah, I think we fucked up.
I think
for sure.
Preme had a good start, and
Like, because I'm just thinking of that song being my first pick and on the top line, like I damn near want to redo it.
bro, out of my 35 songs I wrote down, only one was selected so far. So I feel really good.
Wait, I love my pick.
No,
No,
and
no,
that's
no, your
perfect.
pick's
That's
fire. Okay,
perfect.
Your picks is really good.
Okay,
I'm trying to balance like the biggest Drake songs along with
With
my
your
favorite.
personal
Yeah.
picks,
Drake
I
is
agree.
also my favorite artist, so like I listen to different cuts of Drake when I'm alone versus like what you hear outside.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
and that's kind of like
That's facts.
where I'm in between.
That's real, and I respect that. But I'm going to pander to this audience. All right, with the fourth overall selection, my first pick, I'm just going to take God's Plan. It is a top 3 streamed Drake song of all time.
Yep.
One thing I love about that record is the music video. He had this
Same.
$1 million
Yeah, that music
budget,
video is
great
fire.
video, and instead of like spending it on really a big set or expensive cameras, whatever, he gave away $1 million to people in Florida. Like You can't beat that. Good
No,
song.
that's nice.
I get it. It's kind of so big to where it's like almost like like God's plan, right? But dumb it down. That's a good thing, bro. Like if you have a record that gets so successful that people kind of hate it,
I think that's one of his like best like big songs.
songs,
You know that
yeah.
I can listen to on my off time. It's just
Really?
yeah.
No, that song is like Happy
it's
by
just
Pharrell for me.
Well, it kind of gives that vibe, but it's a little bit more like bounce to it. You know, like it's
Yeah.
not too annoying or like, you know, too just like repetitive. You know, you can have your own meaning to it or whatever.
And it's crazy because like
Yeah.
the bar, like some of the bars are just like, okay, everyone knows exactly what the song. Like I love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry.
Bad
Like
things.
everyone knows that.
all right. I saw you roll your eyes. Go ahead. Fight me on God's plan right now.
No, there's no fight. It's just like when I think of what Preme said, which is big Drake songs that we also have to include here, but not like, again, nothing wrong with Hotline Bling, but like that song kind of became not a meme, but like it kind of turned into that. When I think of the best one, it's not God's Plan. There's another song I have in mind.
Or with my second pick, the 5th overall selection, I'm going to take Passion Fruit. This was my 1-2 that I had on my personal list. Passion Fruit, like, is one of maybe the best musical songs I've ever heard. Like you could put it on in any scenario and it works. Like you could be sitting with your family at a family party and it's on in the background, it works. You could be in a party setting. It works in so many different scenarios. It's just a good song.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I think to me that's definitely a top 3 Drake song. So I feel good taking it here.
Passion Fruit is certified on aux for sure. Like you're good. You put that on, everybody knows it.
Anywhere. You can play that song anywhere.
Yeah.
It'll go up.
Tone, what are your thoughts?
I like it. That's one of the huge Drake songs that like didn't turn into a meme. And like Preme was saying, obviously he's spinning every night in different places, different audiences, different cities, and it's like wherever you play that song, it's not going to turn into like one of those, oh man, I'm hearing this
Yeah,
shit again,
yep.
which happens a lot with really big songs. So yeah, I think it's a great pick.
That's real.
I would have taken that before God's Plan, to be honest with you.
Out of my list, that was my 1-2, so I feel decent about getting that. I think a little bit of pandering with the first one, but with the second one, I actually stand on that. Like that's a great song. Where was Passion Fruit on your guys' personal list, or God's Plan
God's Plan wasn't on it.
Wasn't on mine.
at all?
But Passion Fruit is on it, and it's like
Passion
6.
Fruit was like 8, man. Like, you know, it was like the backup because I didn't think
I
it
didn't
was
rank-
I didn't rank my list. I kind of just wrote out all the songs I really like. But then again, even when I was making the list, I listened to Drake every day, like regularly, however frequently.
every day, every second.
But like,
So-
I listen to very different cuts that like maybe even you guys wouldn't know some of those
Of course.
songs. So it's tough for me to pick it. And then like again, I'm going back to thinking of Pound Cake on the first line, and it's like, damn, for just that thumbnail, maybe not the most ideal pick, but it is what I like. So I don't know. And I was trying to pull some of the the lore behind it of passing the torch and whatnot.
Would you
Yeah.
have drafted Passion Fruit in the second round?
Probably not. There's
All right.
another
Good
big
to know.
song
Good
that
to know.
I
So
that I would have
many,
chose.
I feel like Passion Fruit and Jungle are like the similar vibe to me, but I think Jungle's better.
True. All right. I'm eager to see where this continues to go. Sarah, you were up 6th pick in the draft.
Okay, I'm gonna pander, and I'm gonna pick In My Feelings because guys, it's iconic. Like it's iconic. Also, the other day I was like with my friends, and I like made them like literally pull the car over and like so I can get out and do it.
You did a
And I was
dance?
I was just like, wait, this shit's so far because that not only was that like such a trend, like the Kiki dance, but also like genuinely, it's just a good song.
Definitely,
it's just
for
lit.
sure.
Like it comes on and it just brings you back to when did that come out? Like 2017?
Scorpion, 2018.
2018.
2018.
For sure.
It's a great
No,
time to be
I
alive.
like that. I like that Drake. I like when Drake got into his like bounce music bag. I feel like
Yes.
they put like bounce music and like New Orleans type music on like a different type of level of music, and like got a lot of people experimenting with it. Like for the future. So yeah, he definitely went crazy on that song for sure.
It just puts a smile on my face.
It is a hit record.
For sure.
You know, Drake is such a good artist when like that was a massive hit. I did not have that in my list either. Like that's
You
It's
want to talk
incredible.
about viral moments too, like how God's Plan went viral. It's like, oh, Drake just gave away $1 million cash,
Yeah.
like and all
Exactly.
the press that it got. In My Feelings, like it literally just same thing as Hotline Bling. In My Feelings, there's like a dance move that kind
Yeah.
of takes on a life of its own. And
And
it's
it was like such a part of my childhood too. I remember like when I was like 16, we're like driving to Boston the highway, and like my friend's dad was driving, and her older brother like got out in traffic and just started doing
Or people
that.
were just letting their cars
like
roll.
literally
Yeah,
would,
like-
like that was like you could like actually walk around and like see that happen. Be like,
Yeah.
oh, they're doing this Kiki dance.
So for my second pick, 7th overall, I'm gonna go with a song off the same album. I'm gonna go with Nice for What. Lauryn Hill sample.
Fire.
That's my
Fire.
favorite, to me personally, my favorite huge Drake song. I mean, like, for years you kind of couldn't avoid it if you left the house. And I think it has a lot of replay factor to it. Like I said, where it's not one of those songs that got so big and you got sick and tired of hearing it. I still love hearing that song, and obviously Lauryn Hill's a legend. So
For sure.
I had that number 4 on my list.
That was
I
next. That was my next pick.
I definitely considered it for my first 2 picks. Great record, Lauryn Hill sample. Like, you couldn't have flipped that sample better.
No,
and I
Mm-hmm.
don't ever get sick of that song, so I think that's a great pick.
All right, for my next pick, I'm gonna still stick with the little old Drake. You know, I'm gonna still go in that direction. I'm gonna go Over for my second pick. Like I said, Over is just such a great song. That's the first Drake song I've ever heard. I just remember it always coming on TV and me, like, you know, watching the song and everything. And I just feel like, too, it's just one of those songs where you just know the lyrics, too. You know, you just know the lyrics. You can rap it with, like, your friends or, like, whoever you're around. So
I had Over number 13 on my list. I think it's a great song.
Yeah.
It came out like you're a little bit younger than me, but pretty pivotal point in, like, I think I was in 8th grade or freshman year. Like, great record. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
yeah, definitely. I mean, that was probably the second Drake song I'd ever heard. I'd heard something from, was it Comeback Season, his mixtape? I heard, I think, Replacement Girl for the first time, and then when that album dropped, that was his debut, right? No, that was his second one. So Far Gone was first, and then Thank Me Later was that tape. And I just remember Over and Find Your Love playing all the time.
Yeah.
It's a good song. I feel like Over reminds me of like sports edits.
I could see that.
Oh,
I could definitely see like an Old Balls like
Yeah.
mixtape
Yeah.
and that intro on there.
I could
for
see
sure.
that. Kobe hitting a buzzer beater at
Exactly.
the bass drop.
All right, for my third, I'm gonna go Feel No Ways.
Damn it. Preme. Literally,
Feel
you
No
guys just took both
Ways.
of mine.
One of the greatest vocal performances I've heard in my life. I feel like that's what like 1 out of 2 Kanye produced songs that he has. That's very, very rare. He doesn't really work on, like, he hasn't really worked with Kanye a lot. No, I think it's 1 of 3 because I think it's Find Your Love, Feel No Ways, and then Glow. So I think those like are like the only
And
3
Say
songs.
What's Real, Kanye.
Oh,
produced
Say What's Real too? Okay, cool. So they got like 4, but that still isn't a lot. I feel like, you know, those 2 are like great artists and, you know, have great catalogs, and, you know, you want great artists to work together, you know, more often. So for them to get like a good song like that and such a memorable song off Views, it's just like pretty cool. So I really, really like that song. And too, he in his feelings, you know,
Yeah.
he's in his sad boy bag. I like when Drake get in his R&B sad boy
facts.
bag.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I like
that's
the
my
way
third.
this song moves in your headphones when you listen to it. The
Yeah.
direction is crazy.
Yeah.
Insane.
I didn't know Kanye produced that.
I don't think he did.
He didn't.
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought he did.
Call him out on his shit, Tony.
No, I want to. Oh, no. I stand corrected. You're right.
All right,
The
bet.
reason why I was confused when I looked on Apple Music right now, there was another credit on there as a composer, and it's Navadius Wilburn, Future's
Oh,
on it, which I had
wow.
no idea.
That's
until
crazy.
this moment right now as a composer. Future.
Future being a composer for Feel
That's-
No
that's what it
Ways
says
is
on there.
crazy.
Apple Music.
That's his government name. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, you're right on the Kanye is listed as a co-producer on Feel No
All
Ways.
right, bet.
For sure.
Kanye production.
'Cause it sounds really like 808 Heartbreaky a little bit too.
For sure.
Like, you know, when you get to like the drums or whatever like
Mhm.
that. So yeah, so Feel No Ways is my pick for sure.
All right, for my third pick, I'm going to go with a song on the same album on Views. I'm going to go with Child's Play.
That was gonna
Classic.
Another song that just makes you want to get up and move. It never gets old.
Yeah.
And I feel like in any setting, you could pretty much throw that on, and everybody in the room is going to know the words and kind of start doing the 2-step. So
Definitely.
great song.
That's a good song.
That's a good pick.
I love the intro. What he said,
You got to fight me on Cheesecake.
yeah, why you gotta fight with me a cheesecake? You know I love to go there. Like, that's so real.
The video is fire. The video is fire too because they actually go to a cheesecake. And at this point, this is 2016 Drake. It's like I don't think there's artists of that caliber that are thinking to go
Yeah.
shoot a
About-
video in a
you think
cheesecake.
Cheesecake
Drake
Factory.
really goes to Cheesecake Factory.
I
though?
believe it.
Oh, I think he did. For
I
sure.
feel like when you
I think
really
he did
like
for the-
something,
I think he did for the video shoot, and that was it.
I don't know.
No, I think his ass is ordering from Cheesecake.
he probably
What's his
written out
order?
Cheesecake
Wh-
Factory.
What's his cheesecake order? Like specifically
He
there.
definitely
He
getting
loves
the
like
calamari.
I feel like he loves like a pasta.
No. I'm saying of the cheesecakes.
Oh,
His ass is definitely
I've
getting
never been there.
just like the regular with the strawberries on it.
yeah. I was gonna say strawberry cheesecake. Probably. He seems like that type of guy for sure.
I was really nervous Tone picking right there because there was a specific song that I thought he was going to take, and I'm so happy he didn't.
I mean, I fried my shit from the beginning, so we're good. And it's like, it's good for me, but for the sake of the audience, I could already see comments being like, "Pound Cake, second best Drake song." What? And I hear
this?
it. I get it. I get it.
Okay, my next pick is Fake Love, which is off of More Life, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing song. Before, what did I miss? There was Fake Love. You know, the message, it's there.
No,
it's just a great the production's crazy. I just feel like that song is like a song I never get tired of. Like, I can listen to it over and over again.
Fake Love is. I feel like the melody for Fake Love is just so. I don't know. It's really It sounds like a xylophone or something like that. Like it's super fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like he
that
likes
song.
using like little like pitchy noises like that. They just like scratch my brain.
Yeah.
Just tingle.
I listened to ungodly amount of Drake in the last 24 hours trying to prepare for
Yes.
this, and I got caught on that one. That's a
That's
really
so
good
good.
pick.
We were talking about this off cam before. You could kind of do 3 or 4 different drafts for that. You could do like an old Drake draft. You
Yeah.
could do like a hits draft. You could do like a feature draft.
Fuck. This makes or breaks my draft right here. I took God's Plan and Passion Fruit. I went really popular. About to
did.
balance
How often do you
myself
listen
back
to
out.
those 2 songs?
Passion Fruit, honestly, maybe like
Okay.
once a week.
Okay. God's
God's
Plan.
Plan,
When's the
like,
last time you
never.
listened?
Now you gotta pick a song
Okay.
with
Like
taste,
once every
Tastemaker Drake song.
I got you. For my next selection, my third pick, I'm gonna take what is probably my favorite Drake songs. Something I actually listen to on like almost
Oh,
daily
you're gonna pick
basis.
Western Road
Oh,
Flows,
daily.
aren't you?
I'm taking Western Road Flows.
that's a good song.
It's such a good song.
It's a great
like,
song.
I could listen to that song. I know word for word. Like as good of an artist as Drake is, I don't know if there's a song that I actually enjoy more. So I know I kind of pandered my first couple of picks, but that's genuinely my favorite Drake song. So I feel good about where my list is
Most
going.
definitely.
What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah.
It's a solid pick.
It's
yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very, very solid pick for sure.
It's definitely going to influence the next song that I pick from that pocket of like Drake just barring up and letting a beat run for
No,
4 minutes.
definitely.
And it's like you hear that song, and again, that's like the difference between parts of his catalog is you can kind of imagine what he's talking about. He's talking about streets that he used to drive past, friends in the past, like all
Yeah.
that type of stuff. It just feels like you can kind of, while you're listening, visualize what it is that he's talking
I
about.
like when Drake gets. That's
just wanna go
I
to
think that's my
Toronto.
favorite Drake when he gets into his like introspective like
Yeah.
journey bag. Because anytime he starts rapping like that, it's like you're right there with him, or like you know all the memories that he has somehow.
I
you know,
agree.
so-
I agree with this. I also feel like that is what he excels in the most.
Definitely.
Like I feel like when he's like really hardcore rapping, like I almost feel like that's not his like pocket.
Mhm.
Like as we're saying, like I agree. It's really the story he tells because he's a
Yeah.
storyteller, and that's why his fans like. I saw the thing. It's like literally he has a song for every situation, every
Yeah.
feeling,
That's true.
everything you've ever been through. Like he's got a song and a bar for it.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why it's so hard to pick just 20 picks.
Yeah,
You know?
this could be like 50. I swear.
Bro, I'm staring at this list so like,
I got mine
like,
next.
so intensely. I don't know which way I want to go here. All right, I'm fully gonna go that way. I'm
Okay.
fully going to what I actually enjoy from Drake. With my next selection, I'm taking Cameras / Good Ones Go.
Oh my god!
It's such a good song. It's probably
That
my
was
second.
gonna be my number one, but I switched it.
I love
That
that,
was
I got
gonna
it
be
in the
my
fourth
number
round.
one.
I just threw my whole shit out of whack off his first
Is that
pick.
what you were about to take?
No. I'm saying him
Oh.
saying that he was going to take cameras first instead of headlines.
That was
my
gonna
list would be in a
be-
completely different.
But that was gonna be my
place right
number
now.
one.
I know that's not a popular pick. Like maybe like
I feel like, bro, I
Depends who
see
you
the
ask.
same video every like 2 to 3 months on Twitter recirculate where it's Drake and Chubbs backstage and
Oh,
the
when they have the
DJ's
party?
getting them ready for
Yeah.
the party, and then they're like still rapping along to it themselves. And
You been living on the high, I've been talking on the low, but it's cool. Know you heard it all before this man.
they don't know that anybody's filming them.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
just like I see that video at least 5 times a year. So I mean, bro,
Yeah,
like,
depending on who you ask, you like that's. I feel like that's a very. Would you call it a B side?
yeah.
I think that's a very
For
popular
Drake,
B side
yes.
for sure for Drake.
And realistically, I wanted to hold on to that and try to get it with the last pick in the draft, but I didn't trust 2 picks of Tone going by
I feel-
without it. So I'm gonna take it now, and
That was a good.
yeah, I just balanced my list back out. I feel good about where we're
one.
going.
That was a good.
Okay.
One.
Okay, my next pick is Look What You've Done. Because that song means I just love that song. It's his opening song with his tour with 21 Savage.
Oh, yeah.
And he had like the like the child version of him on the couch, and I just feel like that song, like we were saying, like the storytelling Drake, like that's storytelling Drake, because it's like about various women in his life that has like impacted him. Like I feel like Drake does like sometimes shout out or like have songs like, you know, like uplifting women in those ways, but like I think it's like about like his, like one of his first girlfriends, and then like his mom, and then it's like about, you know, when he signed Wayne. It's just a beautiful song. I feel like I really love that song because it's like takes you through like 3 different levels kind of. It kind of reminds me of like, this is weird, but Congratulations by Mac. Like it's like that same energy that you get. Like, it's almost like you're nostalgic for it, and you're also like yearning in a way, like, oh, like he's looking back at everything that he went through. I just love that song. I think it's a great song.
That is like on so many layers. If you do like your research, the girl that he's talking about, Nebby, he actually proposed to her. Wow. And there's a video, and my Drake fandom's showing, but there's a video of him speaking about it that I found like years ago. There's just like one on YouTube, and basically this is the girl that he was going to end up with. And then at some point, I forget which song it is on Take Care, he says, and mail me my ring back, can't keep that shit. I forget what end of which song it is, but that's the girl that he's talking about. And then obviously for people who know a little bit about Drake's mom, is like she was really, really sick. And I think she's in better health now, but he's talking about like spending money on bullshit. And on his previous albums, he's talking about how like he can't even pay his bills, but he's driving around Toronto in I think a Bentley or a Rolls or something that's rented, and just trying to like fake it till he makes it. And he's like giving us this introspective side of like, oh wow, this is supposedly the biggest artist or hip hop musician on the planet, and he's telling us like, yo, 6 months ago or however long ago, I was engaged. Woman said, I don't know if she said no or what the situation was. I just know that they didn't end up getting married. And then he's like literally faking it till he makes it, going fucking broke.
I did not know Drake proposed to someone.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's had, that's, you know, his little chain where he's like, oh, these are all the symbolizes every single time I thought about proposing or I did propose, and it was like what, 45?
Yeah, it was a long ass chain. I ain't gonna lie.
He was on some head ass.
And that's one of the last songs.
He's just lying. No
that's
way.
one of the last songs Static Major left behind. I think. Who was on Lollipop? That's who passed away and wrote Lollipop for Wayne. So I think that was a Static Major song too that they like gave him to work on and stuff like that. So.
For my 4th pick, I'm gonna go with a song off of More Life. This is my personal favorite Drake song. It's the last song on the album. It's called Do Not Disturb. It leaked a little bit before the album came out, and it was called 7 a.m. in Germany. And you know, anytime Drake has like a timestamp song, it's that pocket of like introspective B-side Drake. That's my favorite pocket. But I mean, Do Not Disturb is just my favorite Drake song ever.
Such a good song.
He's like, I leave for like 3 months and 6 days. He's moving. He's talking about like, you know, trying to keep in touch with people from the past, but his life is just moving so fast, and there's this constant push and pull of like, damn, am I changing in a bad way, or like, damn, do I have to leave and go do what I got to do? Like, it's my favorite Drake song ever.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's top 5 personal Drake songs for me too. I think that's a great selection.
No, that's a fire selection, and More Life too. I feel like that's a really just underrated project in his discography as well. I feel like, you know, even though it kind of sounds like it's not like a lot of like songs, like not song structure, but like album structure in the sense of like where it tells a story or something like that. But I think it's more of just, you know, him sharing a lot of good music with us, you know. Like, so yeah.
This is all really valid, but it's also hilarious how much like glazing we are doing of Drake right now. Full podcast. Let's just really big him up. But
he needs it.
What's crazy is we are about to be in the last round after your next pick, and so much of this list left.
No, yeah, this is an
I got a hitter.
Draft.
I got a heavy
Well,
hitter.
left on my next pick.
Preme, these are your last 2 picks.
Okay. Okay. So for my last 2 picks, first, I'm gonna go. You know, I'm gonna try to throw a hit out there. I'm gonna do personal next, but for this one, I'm gonna do Started from the Bottom.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Good
I
pick.
just feel like that. Like, look again, videos. Like, I feel like his songs and videos go together very, very well. Just him having Lil Drake playing soccer, the little skit with him and his friends at the, you know, at the grocery store. You know, he's in like the Bentley while it's like snowing and all white. Like, it's just like, wow, like he really started from the bottom and, you know, end up getting, you know, what he always wanted. So I just feel like, and too, it's just a very, very great song, memorable song. You know, if you play it out somewhere, you know, someone's gonna know the song. So yeah, like I'm definitely gonna put Started from the Bottom.
Really quick, let's discuss that. Again, like I know you played basketball around that same time. As far as like songs for hoop mixtapes and shit like that, classic. You can't beat that. I probably edited a Derrick Rose mixtape myself to that song. Like,
Most definitely.
Facts, for sure.
I don't know where to go for this last one. It's gonna be hard. This is gonna be really, really hard. I have so many favorite Drake songs.
Same.
But I'm gonna go a little bit more current, and I'm gonna do Hours. What is it called? Hours in Silence.
Incredible.
They left Earth on that song. I can't like him and 21 Savage. They did their thing on that song. I feel like going forward in his career, that's gonna be one of the most memorable songs, a part of his discography, because it kind of gives that, you know, nostalgic feel of like, you know, the R&B stuff he was heavy on at first in his career. But, you know, it also is like, you know, kind of more modern day type of beat, you know, with the beat and like, you know, just like the melody and stuff like that too. And he like made kind of 21 Savage get into his singing bag as well. So, you know, yeah, Hours in Silence for sure. So yeah.
Dude, this draft is fucked.
bro, I did not think it was.
It's a lot though. It's a lot though.
Bro, it's too much. Like I just full blown told myself in the process, like, all right, I'm gonna keep in mind that we need to pick big songs, and I just fucking.
And then we
besides
didn't
nice
know.
for what?
We didn't know.
All right. So for my final pick, I'm gonna go with the song that actually didn't make an album. It just made an EP, and it's called Lemon Pepper Freestyle. Drake and Rick Ross. Same bag that we've been talking about. That is my favorite shit to listen to. I mean, he just rips that song in half. The beat is insane, and the fact that that's not even an album cut is, it makes no sense, because what the fuck are we talking about? I don't know.
Great song.
Him and Ross is really, really underrated in their
Bro.
feature
They're
bag.
collabs,
Like,
yeah.
they go crazy.
I hated when I saw them going back and forth.
Yeah.
during that whole
Yeah,
thing.
that pissed me off.
That wasn't
Because
supposed to happen.
they have like what 3 or 4 real hits together.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do.
Stay Scheming, like
Stay
Gold
Scheming,
Roses.
Yep.
Ashton Martin music.
Ashton Martin.
Yeah.
music.
I love Aston Martin.
Great pick. I love that song. I love that bag of Drake. Drake has so many different bags. That's my personal favorite. Like some of these songs we're talking about, Western Road Flows, and what was the other one you just said?
Do Not Disturb.
Yep, like that pocket.
Yeah,
I really enjoy.
definitely for sure.
Okay, for my last pick, I'm throwing a curveball. I'm gonna say Jumpman. Because
Oh, no.
Okay.
guys, and I'll tell you why. Listen. It's because it's literally like in history, guys. Do you remember the commercial with him and Taylor Swift?
Just
And they're
showed him
on
this
the
2 days ago.
treadmill?
Yep. Just
That
showed him
is
this.
one of the like I think isn't it a Beats commercial, right?
It's either Beats or Apple Music.
I think it's Beats or Apple Music, which is like also a testament on like their own marketing at the time. I feel like that is such an era, like the Beats by Dre and like every like
Most
music video, Vivo,
Yeah.
like, and then Taylor and Drake also collabing. I feel like they were both two giants of like their like respective fields, and like they brought like their own audiences into each other. And I feel like they also have a friendship, but that has to be like I think it's a Super Bowl commercial. Like one of the best commercials of all time. Like I think it's won awards, and I just feel like also that song is like my awakening. Like when I first started listening to Drake, like Alone, it's like first when I think Spotify, like I think it started streaming like in my 7th or 8th grade, I think. But I think I bought Jumpman on iTunes, and I just love that song.
That's a great song to pop.
It's just the OG like Drake song, you know what I mean?
Definitely for sure.
And like that in the gym, like I don't know when you're
Nah,
when
yeah,
you're
it's
a
good
kid
for the
playing
gym for
sports,
sure.
Yeah,
Get your
yeah.
Yeah,
blood
I
pumping.
actually didn't know that commercial existed until a couple days ago. Tony told me the same thing.
Really?
I think Jumpman's the same pocket, and I took God's Plan, so like I can't really talk. But it's that same pocket where it was so big, where I was like, "Fuck!" Like I'm
Again?
just tired of it,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But the best song off that project, probably right. What
Not
Time
for me,
Do You
like,
Lie?
Not for you.
Not for me.
The
but
most successful.
It's probably the
song.
biggest.
most
It's definitely the
successful,
biggest
yeah.
song off of there for sure.
You guys think I should just go popular song, or I should go True to Me?
Stay
Man,
true to
we already
yourself,
fried this
man,
shit,
Yeah, I feel like we I think you've done popular, you know.
brother. You pick God's Plan. Just fucking say what you want.
All right, we're here. Last pick in the draft. When Tony rolled his eyes when I selected God's Plan, I was a little shaken up. I was like, "Fuck, like where is this going?" But I feel good about how I bounced back here.
It got psychological.
It did. For the last pick of this draft, I'm gonna take Underground Kings. It's definitely in my top 5 favorite
Tough.
personal Drake songs. It's in
hear
that
it.
same pocket we're talking about. It's probably my personal favorite song on that album. I'm just gonna take that one.
That's
Great
tough.
song.
We have so many honorable mentions, and I don't want to go for like 30 minutes right here. Like, let's try to keep this like 5 minutes or less. All right. Let's just all name a few.
Yeah, everybody go down the line, name a couple of years, take a second to pull your list together.
We're doing
and then
honorable
we can,
mentions.
Yeah.
There's honorable
Okay.
mention. A couple songs that I wanted to pick that I actually like. Best I Ever Had. I could have picked with this last pick.
Definitely.
That's a hit.
I should have picked Best I Ever
You should-
Had.
I wanted to do
that
For
as
sure.
well.
Oh my God, that was on my list.
You said I should have picked it 18 picks ago. Jumbotron Ship Hopping is
I
like
love that
actually
song.
one of my
Fire.
favorite Drake songs. I almost just took it right there. And then Draft Day. I love the song Draft Day. So those are three that I was thinking about that
the
last
Chance
pick.
shout out
That
on
was,
there.
Wait, you did?
that was a
Yeah,
time.
diss kind of, but
I don't think it was a
it
diss. though.
was, bro. It was because remember, crazy lore here. Remember when Chance said "Sing all you want, just don't Drake on the ass"?
Oh yeah, I remember.
So Drake heard that, took it kind of personally, and then
I
he
remember
said,
that.
"If I would have left the shit to Chance, I would have picked a name like Chance the Rapper."
No disrespect, because I don't.
Yeah,
So
and
you
then
try to-
and then Chance actually put out a song after that called "The Rider," deep on YouTube, bro. This is like
I
this is
know
like my
this,
peak. It's called "The
yeah.
Rider," but he had said, "Hey, you get off my couch. If you don't know me, stay the fuck out my mouth."
Yep.
And that was like his response to Drake. And then they talked after that, and then it was over.
I love
Like my
that
brother
song.
was working for Chance at the time, and I was very deep on like, "Ooh, what's happening here?" You know. All right, Sarah, Tone. What are a couple songs?
That's
you guys-
crazy. We didn't pick One Dance, Hotline Bling, or Controlla. Like, isn't that kind of crazy?
Or Take Care.
Take care.
Or Take Care. Crew Love. Okay, Loki, shot for me, guys.
Hold on, we're going home.
Shot for me. I was gonna pick like, but I was
gonna
like maybe
go-
not.
That was the song that I was gonna. It was between the Jay-Z song and Hold On, We're Going
Hold On
Home
was
for my
looking at
first
me.
one.
I hate that song. I hate
I don't
Hold
like
On,
that
We're
song
Going Home.
either.
Also, the motto, guys.
The
Oh yeah, that was
I
gonna be my
also was
fifth.
gonna pick
that was
that
one of
too.
my
Great
fifth.
Drake song
Yeah.
right there.
And
Great
I don't
verse.
listen to it, but Make Me Proud with Nicki Minaj off that album was
That's
a
a good one.
huge
Yeah,
song.
what a future
at the time.
Fair
past.
trade.
What's-
Fair trade.
what's the-
I love that
We're
song.
missing one still. What's the really, really big one? Jaden actually wrote it
Jaded.
in my
Marvin's Room.
Marvin's Room.
Marvin's Room.
I thought about Marvin's Room, but I actually don't like that song.
I don't like that
She
song
said
either.
Jaden.
I was gonna. Why'd you do that? I was gonna make fun of whoever took Marvin's Room, but no one took it.
Yeah, that
It was
shot
on my
for
list,
me,
though.
like
Was it?
Yeah, it was on my list.
100%.
Prim's
Forever.
like,
Forever with Wayne and Eminem.
But is that his song though?
It is technically his song, but
Really?
yeah, I
think
found that
so.
out yesterday.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Preme, any honorable mentions you want to speak on?
Man, Time Flies.
That's a good
That's one of
song.
my favorite songs. TSU.
TSU is so good.
Come Through. Nobody said Come
Come
Through.
Through.
Come through.
9 is like one of my favorite Drake
I
songs.
love 9 as well.
Like that's so fire.
Yeah.
The Ride, like I listen to The Ride when like I have like a big gig coming up or like it's
Yeah.
something like where it's just so surreal that like it's actually like he just talking about the journey. You know what I'm saying? And I really identify with that song. That's one of my favorite Drake songs.
What I also almost took with my last pick is I love the song "Thank Me Now." It's the outro
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
project.
Yep.
I think that's one of Drake's best
Crazy,
songs.
crazy
ever.
bar about he's like, you make friends with Mike, but you got to AI him for your
For your
survival. And
survival.
then in Allen Iverson's rookie year, he rocked Michael Jordan out of his fucking
Like
shoes.
yep.
I just looked at it. I didn't do anything from views. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, Jumpman was a crazy pick.
Guys,
Jumpman was arguably the
Too
craziest
Good
selection.
or Summer's Over interlude. Like, those are both very, like,
Fire.
But we didn't mention Nonstop, another really big song.
Yeah.
We didn't mention any of the other timestamp songs. So 4 p.m. in Calabasas, 8 a.m. in Charlotte.
8 a.m. in Charlotte.
5 a.m. in
That I really like the song Yeba's Heartbreak, even though it's an interlude, and the Georgia interlude, like
Yeah,
on
both
More
crazy.
Life. Knife Talk with 21 and Project Pat goes crazy. We didn't mention anything off of Honestly Nevermind, and I love that album. I mean, you got Texco Green, you've got Jimmy Cooks, and then bro, like Middle of the Ocean is another crazy.
that's a
Drake
great
barring up
song.
Amazing.
I love that song. I forgot about that song completely.
We just
And-
name it his whole catalog.
That's what I'm
this is
saying.
crazy.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
just
it's
listened.
too much. And like
up?
Blue Tint with Drake and Future.
Tuscan Leather.
Tuscan Leather is a crazy intro. And then even like, bro, the intro on For All the Dogs, Virginia Beach is crazy.
Virginia Beach is fire.
The song with
Oh.
Keith,
Oh yeah, all the parties.
all the part, like, bro, it's just I can't even rank these.
Bro, I got 3 more. Miss Me. Fancy. We didn't say fancy.
Fancy. Yes.
Speaking of T,
Um,
just talking.
Bro, honestly,
Successful.
bro, that one was
Love
dumb.
it.
Wait, guys, low key tried our best. I think
I like
that
Travis.
song
That's
is
fire
like
too. Good song.
that song is fire.
Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Laugh
Great
Now, Cry
song.
Later. Feature,
Amazing
yeah.
Great.
song.
Great video.
Feature.
Video is
Incredible
video.
insane.
Laugh Now, Cry Later.
If you watch this far, you're a trooper. I just want everyone to name their 5 really quick, and let's internally vote on who had the best list.
My 5 was Headlines, Over, Feel No Ways, Started from the Bottom, and Hours in Silence.
That's a good top
That's
5.
That's
That's a
good.
decent top 5.
Hours in Silence is maybe the only one that I don't really listen to, but it is a
Same.
good song.
So,
You should. Yeah, I did Pound Cake. I did Nice for What. I did Child's Play. I did Do Not Disturb, and I did Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah?
Okay.
What were yours?
I did Jungle, In My Feelings, Fake Love, Look What You've Done. No, yeah, Look What You've Done, and
Yep.
then Jumpman.
My 5 were God's Plan, Passion Fruit, Western Road Flows, Cameras / Good Ones Go, and Underground Kings.
I would say besides me, I really like Sarah's list. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta look what you done on there. That's like,
Right?
it's up there.
Good pick.
So yeah, I like your list. So yeah.
What'd you think, Tone?
I'm gonna go with Preme's list. I think he had the best one out of the 4 of us.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with Preme's list too.
Yeah, honestly, Preme with Headlines came out the gate strong. Over, started from the bottom. Like, you had some shit on there.
Had a lot of pressure on me, man.
But
I had to
mine's
come
second
through.
best.
I think mine's probably second best. if
I
I'm
think
being
so,
honest.
I don't
For sure.
guys.
Yeah.
Sarah, you might have the worst.
I disagree.
And Tony took Pound Cake
Whoa,
number 2
whoa, whoa,
overall.
whoa.
That's crazy.
You guys are pulling up deep cut Drake songs.
Huh?
Like you're doing deep cuts. So the viewers are gonna be like, okay, Sarah and Preme. Like just look at the comments.
All right, comment who had the best list. I know Sarah's gonna get all of her friends in there, so it's gonna look like she had.
I'm
the
gonna make
best.
a Discord army for this shit.
Discord
I'm
army.
texting this to all my friends. If you don't vote for me, like I said, thank you guys for watching this week's episode of Snake Draft. Like, comment, subscribe to Lyrical Lemonade TV so we can continue to do fun stuff. And thank you guys for being a part of this one. And yeah, until next time.